press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students. Today I would like to discuss about the concept isomerism, which is very important for entrance. So you should thorough different examples on the basis of different type of isomerisms. So here this is one of the part which is related with the geocities. So here iso means same, mer means parts, same parts means formula will be same, but it will be differs with respect to the structure or with respect to the orientation. Orientation means arrangement of the constituent functional groups or constituent elements. So here iso means same, mers means parts, same molecular formula, but the arrangement of the groups are different with respect to the structure or with respect to the orientation of the group. On the basis of this, isomers are classified into two categories. One is a structural isomerism, second one is a stereoisomerism. So here two types of classifications was there. One is structural and second one is stereo. Structural isomerism and stereoisomerism. In this structural isomerism means, what is the meaning of structural isomerism? Change in the structure. Change in the structure leads to the formation of different type of compounds. But molecular formula was same. Same formula, but it is differs with respect to the structure. What about the stereo? Stereo is nothing but differs with respect to the orientation of the groups. Orientation of the groups or orientation of the elements. Such type of isomerism is called as stereoisomerism. Structural means simple, just a change in the structure. Already you have complete idea regarding this. Here while coming to the structural, number one is a chain isomerism, second one is a positional isomerism, third one is a functional group isomerism, and fourth one is a metamerism, and fifth one is a tautomerism. These five are belongs to structural isomerisms: chain isomerism, positional isomerism, functional group isomerism, metamerism, tautomerism. These are said to be the structural isomerisms. On other hand, we should go with the stereoisomerism. Stereoisomerism again divided into two categories. One is a configurational, second one is a conformational. Stereoisomerism further divided into two types. One is a configurational, second one is a conformational. On this configurational, again it was divided into two categories. Number one is a geometrical, and other hand second one is a optical. Geometrical isomerism, optical isomerism. In this geometrical isomerism, you know that cis isomers, trans isomers, E isomer, Z isomer, syn isomer, anti isomer. Such type of examples are such type of isomerisms are placed in geometrical. On other hand, we should go optical. Optical is nothing but enantiomers. Enantiomers, diastereomers, chiral, achiral, D configuration, L configuration, dextro, levo, rotatories, all are discussed discussed in optical isomerism. So here, this optical isomerism is related with second PUC, that is alkyl halides and aryl halides. On the topic of alkyl halides and aryl halides, a detailed explanation was regarding optical isomerism, which is also called as enantiomerism. So when we will going with once we are going with this topic, we should discuss about this optical isomerism. On other hand, next is geometrical. Geometrical isomerism is also we found in alkenes. Alkenes, while discuss alkenes, what about cis isomer, what about trans isomer, it will be discussed at the position while we are going with alkenes. And here conformational we are discuss about the discussion of alkenes. So what I said, final conclusion regarding this stereoisomers are related with each and every topic, not each and every topic, some topics, some functional groups are there, that functional groups are related with stereoisomerisms. Alkenes related with geometrical, and alkyl halides, aryl halides are related with optical isomerism, and alkanes are related with that is conformational isomerism, skew form, Newman projection, Fisher projection, different type of projections we found in alkane series. So what I said, according to our time, according to our time convenient, we should go when we should go the discussion regarding stereoisomerism while we are doing with alkanes, hydrocarbons, and the second PUC, that is alkyl halides or aryl halides. So that will be the conclusion regarding this. So we have to write to erase this now it is. And for entrance, RS configuration is not there. For entrance point of view, RS configuration is not there. And in this cis trans isomerism only there it was. EZ also not there. I think EZ, sin and T also, I think it is not there. Cis trans will be there and RS will be not there. So while coming to the structural isomerism, very important. On that, students, you must and should concentrate functional group isomerism, and very important tautomerism. Tautomerism is a very important. According to the entrance, we expect one question from isomerism, that is either the functional group isomerism or tautomerism. So whatever the isomerism, iso means same, mer means parts, same formula, structure is different, same formula, spatial arrangement of the groups are different. Spatial arrangement is related with stereo, that is called as stereoisomerism. So different structures are related with the structural isomerism, that is chain isomerism. So here now we should discuss about these 5 types of isomerisms. Very important it is. Number 1 is chain isomerism. Chain isomerism, same molecular formula, but they are differs with the chains. Differs with the chain means 2 types of chains was there. One is a straight chain, second one is a branched chain. One branch is called as iso, 2 branches are called as neo. Means 2 branches means that is one is upward and one is downward, that is said to be as neo it is. So chain isomer means just you break the chain and make the chain. How to break? One is you should select one lengthy chain. On that lengthy chain you have to break as you where you want to break it was break, and that part, what the part you have to bring your breaked, the breaking part will be added to any one of the carbon, then that becomes one as a branch it is. So such type of isomerisms are called as chain isomers. So here what will be the condition for chain isomer? Chain isomer minimum we required 4 carbon atoms. 4 carbon atoms exhibit chain isomerism. 3 carbon atoms, 2 carbon atoms does not exhibit chain isomerisms. Only minimum requirement for chain isomerism is 4 carbons. And these chain isomers different physical properties and same chemical properties. The chain isomers possess different physical properties and same chemical properties. Let us consider one example, simple example. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2. This is a very noted example, well-known example. It is called as N-butane, formula C4H10. Normal butane. Normal butane, this is called as normal butane. 4 carbon atoms, 10 hydrogen atoms. This is a regular chain. Break this chain. Break the chain, then what we'll get here? CH3, CH2, CH2. CH3, CH2, CH2. So this is a branch. What about the branch name? This branch name is called as methyl. While adding branch here, you should shift one hydrogen from this to this. Where you should like add the branch? If you want to add a branch in second carbon, third carbon. If you would like to add one branch at which of the carbon, simply you should remove one hydrogen from that, then you should add the branch. So it is called as 1, 2, 3. This is named as 2-methyl propane. 2-methyl propane is also called as, we know, that is isobutane. So my dear students, make a note regarding this. Butane available in two forms: normal butane, isobutane. Normal butane, isobutane it is. Clear? Normal butane state chain, isobutane branched chain. Isobutane is also called as 2-methyl propane. Isobutane is called as 2-methyl propane. Already last class I said that removal of hydrogen from terminal carbons, normal butyl. Removal of hydrogen from here, isobutyl. Removal of hydrogen from second carbon, tertiary butyl. Remember, don't get confused. Remove from this, normal butyl. Remove from this side, secondary butyl. Remove from this side, isobutyl, and remove from this side means it is a tertiary butyl. 4 butyls will be there. Don't get confused. Very, very important, and concentrate how to remember, how to revise this butyl groups. Normal butyl, isobutyl, secondary butyl, tertiary butyl. Here tertiary butyl. If remove this one, tertiary butyl. If remove this one hydrogen, it is called as a isobutyl. If remove this one, normal butyl. If remove this one, this is called as a secondary butyl. So don't get confused. This was very, very easy. So butane is available in two forms. One is a normal butane. Second one is a isobutane. Isobutane is also called as a 2-methyl propane. Isobutane is also called as 2-methyl propane. And this carbon is called as primary carbon, and this carbon is called as a tertiary carbon. And the hydrogens which are present on the primary, secondary, tertiary are said to be primary hydrogens, secondary hydrogens, and tertiary hydrogens. Clear? I think there is no doubt regarding the chain isomerism. Suppose we should go with one more example, pentane. Second example, pentane. Pentane formula: pentane is belongs to alkane. Pentane is belongs to alkane C5H12. C5H12 we should write CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. So we know this is called as a normal pentane. Break it and make a new one. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2. Suppose here you are making here, you make arrangement like this. This is called as a 2-methyl butane. 2-methyl butane. 2-methyl butane is called as a isopentane. So it is a isopentane. Isopentane is also named as a 2-methyl butane. 2-methyl butane, and one more bracket. Then this is CH3, CH3, here CH3, CH3, because exchange of hydrogen this to this. Exchange of hydrogen this to this, so we will get this structure CH3. This is called as neopentane. Neopentane is also named as 2,2 dimethyl propane. So my dear students, make a note regarding this. Butane is available in two chain structures. One is a normal butane, isobutane. Pentane is available in 3. Suppose we should go with hexane. Hexane is available in 5 forms: 2, 3, 5, 9, 18. 2 is a normal butane. Sorry, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane, octane. Octane is available in 18 types. So we should write 18 chain isomers which are possible for octane. While going to the decane, it is available as nearly 70, I think it is. Nonane is available as 37 types, and decane is 65. 65 or 66, it is a figure is not correct, it is. So up to this it is was we have to revise up to this: butane, pentane, hexane, heptane, octane. Octane is available 18 styles. 18 styles chain isomerism is possible for octane. 18 chain isomers are possible for octane. So this point you should keep in your mind 235 980. 235 918 followed by 37 and 65. It is 37 and 65 which are related with nonane and decane. So number of chain isomers we expect for decane because of 10 carbons break the chain, make the chain, will get different type of structures for decane it is. So what are the common point regarding this means different physical properties and same chemical properties. Propane does not exhibit chain isomer. Ethane, methane does not exhibit chain isomer. Whatever the compounds, whatever the functional groups will be there, that such type of functional groups are available in the form of chain isomers. Chain isomers because of it is also no, it is once we will go back with no, okay, and later we next we'll discuss that point. So here, mm, so here. So this is about the chain isomer. Chain. What is the chain isomer means? Just you break the chain and make the chain. Where you want to make, where you want to join. Simple. You apply one logic, remove one hydrogen. Where you break the chain, at that position you should add that hydrogen. Clear? Just shift the hydrogen from joining place to breaking place. That will be the technique to find a different type of chain isomers. And next one is a positional isomerism. Positional isomerism. Positional isomerism means change in the position of functional group, change in the position of double bond, change in the position of triple bond leads to the formation of different type of structures. Those are said to be positional isomerism. Positional isomerism, change in the position of double bond, change in the position of triple bond, change in the position of functional group, change in the position of branch. We should get a different type of isomers. Those are said to be positional isomerisms. Positional isomerisms also having different physical properties and same chemical properties. Different physical properties and same chemical properties because of the position will be changed only. So here we should go with this example. CH2 double bond, CH single bond, CH2 single bond, CH3 and CH3 single bond, CH double bond, CH single bond, CH3. So it is called as 2-butene. This is called as 1-butene. 1-butene, 2-butene. 1-butene, 2-butene are said to be positional isomerisms. 1-butene, 2-butene are said to be positional isomerisms. Suppose if you would like to break this one, suppose if it is break, then how we should write it is CH2 double bond, C H single bond CH2. So what is the breaking position is CH3, we are breaking CH3. Then where you would like to add this CH3, you would like to add CH3 here. Just shift the hydrogen here. So it is CH3, erase this hydrogen and or to avoid confusion, you should go with like this. Where you would like to add that breaking part means breaking part you would like to add here. Then we should write this is nothing but CH2 double bond C, CH3 single bond CH3. This is called as 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 is nothing but 2-methyl propene. 2-methyl propene we will go with is 3. This is 2. This is 1. So according to our knowledge, 1 and 2 are the position isomers. 1 and 3 are the chain isomers. 1 and 3 are the chain isomers. Why 1 and 3 are the chain isomers? Because of breaking of CH3 methyl functional group, and this methyl group is as a making as a branch. So if you find state chain, branched chain, branches, states are belongs to chain isomers. Change in the position of double bond. In example number 1, 1 in. In example number 1, example 2, 2 in. 1-butene, 2-butene, position isomers. 1-butene and 2-methyl propene, chain isomers. 1-butene and 2-methyl propene is also chain isomer. So Such type of examples was there regarding same CH triple bond, C single bond, CH2 single bond, CH3, 1 butane, and CH3 single bond, C triple bond, C single bond, CH3. It is called as 2 butane. And suppose CH3, CH2, 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 OH, 1 butanol, because of OH functional group which is located at first carbon. So this is called as 1 butanol. And next one is CH3, CH2, CHOH, CH3. This is called as 2 butanol, 1 butanol, 2 butanol. And this butane can be written as isobutane. On that isobutane, you should add OH functional group. So different type of examples was there. We should arrange different type. This is so 1 butanol, 2 butanol. 1 butanol, 2 butanols are belonging to positional isomerism because of the change in the position of the functional group. Functional group is in example number 1. First carbon OH, in example number 2, second carbon OH. First carbon OH, second carbon OH, these are said to be positional isomers, and this positional isomers, different physical properties and same chemical properties we observed for the positional isomers. Suppose we are going with butyl alcohol. How we should write butyl alcohol? Suppose see this, see one example regarding this. Suppose the formula was C4H10O. C4H10O. C4H10O, how many isomers are possible? Or they should go with the C5H12O. C4H10O, C5H12O, C3H8O, or C2H6O. Some such type of examples if you find how to write the structure of the compound. So we should follow one style. We required one style for this type of formulas. What is the style? The style is CH3CH2 style. What is the style name? It is CH3CH2 style. It is CH3CH2 style means here number of carbons 4. Up to 4 carbons you should go like that. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons over. After 4 carbons, next count the hydrogens. 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, 9 hydrogens. C4H9 will be finished. It is C4H9 will be finished. Still one hydrogen required, one oxygen required. That is written as OH. Clear? Whatever the formula was there, you should write the formula in the form of this CH3CH2 style. While going CH3CH2 style, here 4 carbons are there. Up to 4 carbons you should go. After 4 carbons, you count the total number of carbons, total number of hydrogens. Anything will be left, that will be added as a functional group. It is. So this is called as 1 butanol. Remove OH and substitute here. Break OH, substitute here. While substituting here, H transfer from this to this. That is important. This is basic fundamental point. It is same compound. We should write CH3, CH2, CHOH, CH3. This is known as 2 butanol. 1 butanol, 2 butanol are the functional group isomers. Positional isomers. 1 butanol, 2 butanols are the positional isomers. Break the chain. Break that CH3. And how we should write it is CH3. Then instead of that, we are add here. It was put. Break that CH3. Already it is a CHOH, CH2. After breaking, once you observe here, break it. After breaking this branch, where you should add this branch add to here only, because already here one branch is there OH. Above the OH you should add. Then this is CH3, and exchange hydrogen from this to this. See this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 means 1, 2, 3 it is. 1, 2, 3. So what is 1, 2, 3 it is? 1, 2, 3 we should go with 2-methyl propane 2-ol. 2-methyl propane 2-ol is or tertiary butyl alcohol. Tertiary butyl alcohol is a example for this. So this is this and this belongs to chain isomerism. 2, 3 belongs to chain isomers. 1, 2 belongs to positional isomers. Or one more style we should write this compound is CH3 single bond CH3 CH2OH 1 2 3 2 methyl propane 1 ol 2 methyl propane 1ol. Because of already I said, that's why don't get confused. Butane is available in 4 forms. Butyl is available in 4 forms: normal butyl, isobutyl, secondary butyl, tertiary butyl. This is a normal butyl. It is a normal butyl, and this one is a isobutyl because of removal of hydrogen from internal, and this is tertiary butyl, and it is a it is a secondary butyl, tertiary butyl, and this is a isobutyl. It is because of removal of hydrogen from isobutane is called as isobutyl. So don't get confused, my dear students. This is called as 2-methyl propane 1ol, and it is 2-methyl propane 2ol, and this is 2-butanol, and it is 1-butanol. So 1 2 are the positional isomers, and 3 4 are also positional isomers, but 1 3 1 4 are said to be chain isomers. That will be the differences between chain and position isomers. Change in the position of the functional group, change in the position of the double bond is leads to the formation of a different type of compounds. Those are said to be positional isomerisms. Positional isomerisms. So here, so on that style we should go. We should write CH3CH2 style. After writing CH3CH2 style, it is very easy to find the uh, uh, formula contains which type of function. So this formula contains the functional group is alcohol, because after completion of this OH will be left. OH is called as alcohol. So this is about positional isomerism. And next, third one is very important, that is functional group isomerism. Functional group isomerism followed by metamerism and tautomerism. Tautomerism is very important. We expect question from tautomerism. What are the conditions? How to find if the given compound is exhibit tautomerism or not? What are the rules and regulations? We should discuss detailed regarding tautomerism because of one question we expect from that. So third one, functional group isomerism. Very important. Uh, Give a focus on this one. Focus seriously because of it was an important type, functional group and tautomerism. So what is functional group isomerism? Change in the functional group. Change in the functional group leads to the formation of different type of compounds. Functional group isomers have different physical properties and different chemical properties because of different functional groups. The same functional groups are having same properties, but one is alcohol is there, one is aldehyde is there, ketone, carboxylic acid, ester, ether. Such type of functional groups are having different functional groups are have different type of properties. So on the basis of that, so here what is a point, a common point related with different physical and chemical properties. Change in the functional group. Change in the functional group. How to write the compound formula? That is very important because of moreover the students don't know how to write the functional group if there was given a particular formula. Any formula was given for any formula. Any formula, you should go the style. What is the style name is? The style name is CH3CH2 style. Don't forget this one, very important, CH3CH2 style. Simple, we should go with CH3CH2 style. We have to find whatever the functional group will be there it is. So change in the functional group. Change in the functional group leads to the formation of different isomers. That type of isomers are called as functional group isomers, and that phenomenon is known as functional group isomerism. Functional group isomerism. So number one, alcohols and ethers. Very important this is. alcohols and ethers. Alcohols, ethers exhibit functional group isomers. In exam point of view, they should give C2H6O. C2H6O. C2H6O is said to be, we don't know, is it alcohol, ether, aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid, ester, whatever, we don't know. So what is the style? We should go with the style. So what is the style name? Is CH3CH2. Number of carbons 2. CH3 CH2. 2 carbons over it is. After writing this H3H2, total number of hydrogens 5. So we will find C2H2. C2H5. One hydrogen will be excess. One oxygen is excess. Combination of oxygen and hydrogen will get OH. So this is called as ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol. The formula C2H6O. The formula C2H6O is called as ethyl alcohol. After ethyl alcohol, already I said alcohols and ethers. Concentrate, this point was very, very important. How to write one more form regarding this. How to write one more form regarding this? Very, very, very easy step. Don't get confused. Here, what is the functional group? OH is the functional group. OH is the functional group. Separate one hydrogen from that functional group. Separate the hydrogen from the functional group and add this hydrogen to adjacent carbon. That only the technique. You focused on hydrogen atom. Focus on hydrogen atom which is present on the functional group. Whatever it may be. Suppose we are going with aldehyde. Aldehyde is CHO. From the CHO you focused on H. Carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid COOH. Focus on H. Clear? Carboxylic acid COOH, focus on H. Alcohol OH, focus on H. Understand? That is a point. Separate the focused on H which are present on the functional group. This hydrogen you should add to adjacent carbon, then it becomes CH3. What is left here? Oxygen is left. That oxygen is placed between the two groups. Oxygen is placed between the two groups. So here we should write like this: CH3. This CH2, this H you should add here. CH3O. So this is called as a dimethyl ether. Dimethyl ether. Clear? So dimethyl ether and ethyl alcohol are the functional group isomers. Ethyl alcohol and dimethyl ether are the functional group isomers. Different physical properties, different chemical properties, because of the two are different functional groups. Dimethyl ether, ethyl alcohol and dimethyl ether are the functional groups which are related with the formula C2H6O. C2H6O. And second example regarding this. Second example, now only we done it is C4H10O. C4H10O, number of carbons 4. The style is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2. On adding this is called as C4H9. And remaining one hydrogen, one oxygen. So it is called as OH. This is said to be butyl alcohol. Butyl alcohol. And highlight the hydrogen, shift here. Add hydrogen to the adjacent carbon of the functional group. After adding adjacent carbon of the functional group, what will get here? CH3, CH2, CH2O, CH3. This is possibility number 1. This is a possibility number 1. It is a propyl. This is a methyl propyl ether according to IUPAC. Methyl propyl ether, or according to common methyl propyl ether. But what is IUPAC means? IUPAC is methoxypropane. Lower number of alkyl group is said to be oxy. Higher number of alkyl groups are said to be alkane. This is for ethers. So it is called as methoxyethane. Sorry, methoxypropane. Methoxypropane. Or one more possibility is there. Just you shifted oxygen between these two carbons. Then what will get? CH3, CH2O, CH2, CH3. Ethoxyethane. Ethoxyethane or diethyl ether. Ethoxyethane or diethyl ether. Methoxypropane, not propoxymethane, it is methoxypropane, diethyl ether, 1 butyl alcohol, butane 1-ol, butane 2-ol. 4 types of alcohols already we know. Normal alcohol, iso alcohol, tertiary alcohol, secondary alcohol. These are related with the butanities. Butane can form 4 types of alcohols. Normal alcohol means the terminal is OH. Iso alcohol from isobutanities. Secondary alcohol, second position, third position is alcohol, that is secondary alcohol. And tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol means OH group carbon which is connected with 3 carbons. So 4 types of alcohols and 2 types of ethers. Methoxy propane and ethoxy ethane. And one more possibility also there here. One more possibility is also there. What about the one more possibility means you break the CH3. Break that CH3. Break the CH3, we will get a isopropoxy group. We will get isopropoxy group. How we will find isopropoxy? What is isopropoxy? CH3 single bond CH single bond O, CH3 CH3. So my dear students, this is a note down. This is also number of carbons 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. Number of hydrogens 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1, 10 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. This is called as methoxy isopropane, methyl isopropyl ether, methyl isopropyl ether. So this is a chain isomer. This is a chain isomer. These are said to be the position, change in the position of the ether oxygen, and these two are called as the functional group isomers. Functional group isomerism. What is the meaning of functional group isomerism? Means change in the functional group. Change in the functional group. Which compounds, which groups are undergoes functional group isomerism? One is alcohols and ethers. Alcohols and ethers are exhibit functional group isomer. If you forgot this alcohols ethers, forgot to, then how to find means simple. You have to go with the style. What is the style? It is CH3, CH2 style up to how many carbons are present in the particular formula. How many carbons are present in the particular formula? Up to that you should go with that style only. Clear? Next one is not only alcohols ethers. We will go with the aldehydes and ketones, acids and esters, cyanides, isocyanates, alkyl nitrites, nitroalkanes, amines, primary amines, secondary amines, alkynes, dienes, and some aromatic compounds. Aromatic compounds that also we will discuss regarding this. So number one is alcohols and ethers. Second one is aldehydes and ketones. Third one is acids and esters. Fourth one is alkyl nitrite and nitroalkane. And fifth one is cyanides and isocyanates. And sixth one is alkynes and dienes. Alkynes and dienes and and second one is amines. Primary amines, secondary amines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these all are exhibit functional group isomers. Suppose the formula was C2H6O is there. C2H6O. Not C2H6O, it is C3H6O is there. Suppose the formula is C3H6O was given. The following formula is available. How many, which type of functional group isomerism? Suppose they should ask the question. C3H6O exhibit that type of isomerism. So style, what is style? It is CH3, CH2, CH2. Because of given formula contains 3 carbons. So on adding this C3H7 we will get C3H7. We are Final the formula while writing like this style. Final will get C3H7. But in this one already C3H6. So remove this one because of the number of hydrogens exceeded. So remove this CH2. Remove the CH2. Now it is C2H5. What is the formula is C3H6O. Remove C2H5. What is remaining? CH. CHO is called as aldehyde. CHO is called a aldehyde. So what about this formula is CH3, CH2, CHO. CH3, CH2, CHO. CH3, CH2, CHO is called as propanol, propionaldehyde. Propionaldehyde, or it is also called as propanol. Propionaldehyde or propanol. Suppose number of hydrogens are excess. Number of hydrogens are excess, you should remove one alkyl group. After removal of alkyl group, what is left? What is left in this example? CHO is left. CHO is left, so we are going with like this. Clear? And after that, what is our target? This is a functional group. Sorry, it is. This is a functional group. In this functional group, focus hydrogen, shift the hydrogen to this. Shift the hydrogen. It becomes CH3. What is remaining? CO remaining. CO remaining means the answer is CH3, CO, CH3. CH3, CO, CH3 is called as acetone, or it is also called as dimethyl ketone, or it is also called as propanone. Acetone, dimethyl ketone, propanone, and propionaldehyde or propanol. Propionaldehyde and propanol are belongs to functional group isomers. Aldehydes and ketones are functional group isomers. The formula, what was the formula is given, that is related with that formula contains at least one oxygen. If a given formula contains at least one oxygen, you are going with this style. The style name is CH3, CH2, CH2. If hydrogens will be excess, then remove an alkyl group. And after that, add that alkyl groups total and subtract from the given formula, we will get the functional group directly. Clear? So it is propionaldehyde and dimethyl ketone or acetone or propanol. Propanol is a common IUPAC name. Acetone and dimethyl ketone is a common names. And suppose the formula was given like this. C3H6O2 was given. C3H6O2 was given. Again, we are going with the style is CH3, CH2, CH2. To adding this, we will get CH3H7. So you should remove this one. Then what is the style? CH3, CH2. CH3, CH2 is nothing but C2H5. Remove C2H5 from this. C3H6O2. Remove C2H5. What is remaining? CHO2. CHO2 can be written as a COOH. Remember this. CHO2 can be written as COOH. In examination point of view, that will give CO2H. CO2H is nothing but what is CO2H? CO2H can be written as a COOH, carboxylic acid. CO2H is written as carboxylic acid. So, here, what is the formula of this one? This can be written as a CH3, CH2, COOH. CH3, CH2, COOH is called as propionic acid. Propionic acid, first fat it is. Propionic acid, Partonian, it already I said it is. And propionic acid, this propionic acid, you should highlight this COOH function group and shift this hydrogen to this, and remaining is COO. COO is written as in between this one. Then what is answer is, and CH3, COO, CH3, COOR. COOR is called as ester. Carboxylic acids, esters exhibit functional group isomers. Alcohols, alcohols, ethers exhibit functional group isomers. Aldehydes, ketones exhibit functional group isomers. Carboxylic acids, esters exhibit functional group isomers. Alkyl nitrites and nitroalkanes exhibit functional group isomers. Nitromethane, methyl nitrite. CH3NO2, CH3NO2, and CH3ONO. See this. Nitromethane, methyl nitrite. CH3CN, methyl cyanide. CH3NC, methyl isocyanide. Cyanides, isocyanides. Alkyl nitrites, nitroalkanes. And alkynes, dienes. Alkynes and dienes. So here, my dear students, you follow the style. The style is a CH3CH2 style. If number of hydrogens will be excess, remove one alkyl group and add the total branches. You will get one whole number, and that you should subtract the given formula. You will get the functional group. After the functional group, finding functional group. From the functional group, you will highlight the hydrogen, shift the hydrogen to the adjacent carbon, and shift the group between any one of the alkyl groups. That will be the conclusion regarding this functional group isomerism. Because of we expect this was very, very important. And suppose formula was given C4H6. C4H6 was given. This C4H6 is not related with oxygen. Oxygen is not there. For such type of cases, there is no hope for functional group. There is no hope for CH3CH2 style is not possible in such type of cases. So this type of case C4H6 already it belongs to CnH2n minus 2. CnH2n minus 2 and C4 4 to the 8 minus 2. So this is an example for alkyne. Alkyne already I said that is diene. Alkynes and dienes. Alkynes, dienes exhibit functional group isomerism. So what is this alkyne? CH triple bond, C single bond, CH2 single bond, CH3. 3, 2, 5 plus 1, 6. So this is called as 1-butene. And same compound we can written as CH double bond, CH single bond, CH double bond, CH. This is called as buta 1, 3 diene. Buta 1, 3 diene. This is already I said it is conjugation. Conjugation this. Alternate double bonds are called as conjugation. So here 1, 3 butadiene and 1 butane. 1, 3 butadiene and 1 butane are called as functional group isomerisms. Functional group isomerisms 1 butane, 1, 3 butadiene. Cumulative dienes, isolated dienes, and the conjugated dienes. Already I said if you are going with n is equal to 5, you will get this also we should write CH2 double bond, C double bond, C single bond, CH3 also we should write. CH2 double bond, C single bond, 1, 2, 3, CH 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Double bond, CH single bond, CH3. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a butane, buta 1, 2 diene. Buta 1, 2 diene is a cumulative diene. Buta 1, 3 diene is a conjugated diene. And isolated diene is not possible for this. So what is the conclusion regarding this means alkynes and dienes. Alkynes and dienes are exhibit functional group isomerism. And one more example also regarding this functional group isomerisms. So make a note, my dear students, don't neglect it. It's very, very easy. According to the formula, you should go with that. Clear? And next one is suppose the formula was given C7H8O. C7H8O. C7 means more than 6. Generally more than 6 carbons if you observe. This is an example for aromatic compound. Cyclic compound. We should go with blind date is you should go with cyclic compound. For cyclic compounds, you can follow the style is C6H5 style. C6H5CH2 style. CH2CH2 style. C6H5CH2CH2 style. If you are going with that, then C7 means C6H5CH2. C6H5CH2 means the addition of these two will get C7H7. C7H7. So what is remaining? One hydrogen remaining, one oxygen remaining. That is called as OH. So C6H5 CH2OH. C6H5 CH2OH. This formula can be written as a C6H5. This is CH2OH. This is called as a benzyl alcohol. Benzyl alcohol. This benzyl alcohol can be written as a, just you can shift this hydrogen to this and write oxygen between C to C. So it is can be written as a OCH3. OCH3 we know that anisole it is. Methoxybenzene, methyl phenyl ether, methoxybenzene, anisole. Just you can shift this hydrogen to this and add this oxygen between these two carbon atoms. So it is called as anisole. Clear? Or here H will be there here. And these positions, 1, 2, 3 positions. These positions, ortho, meta, para will be there. Ortho position, para position, meta position are having hydrogen atoms. Just any one of the hydrogen, ortho hydrogen, meta hydrogen, para hydrogen. Any one of the hydrogen can be added to this oxygen, then it is become phenol. And the CH3 you should write here. Means here H will be there, mutual exchange. CH3 group will be mutual exchange in ortho position, meta position, and para position. So we'll get 3 types of isomers, that is. So it is OH, CH3 or OH, CH3. Any one of the position or OH, CH3. These are said to be cresol, opium cresol. Orthocresol, metacresol, paracresol. Oh. Orthocresol, metacresol, paracresol. These are the related examples with respect to this formula. C7H8O. Clear? C7H8O followed by benzyl alcohol, anisole, orthocresol, metacresol, paracresol. Any one of the cresol we should go. And due to that time, we should discuss the remaining part, metamerism and tautomerism on next session. So keep contact with NCERT, be strong, and use the time to solve the related conceptual bits. I wish you all the best. Thank you one and all.